My Hero Academia. Now, when I say this anime, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Just let me know. Is it like the fandom that likes to ship different types of characters like Deku and Bakugo together, even though they're young, underage, one would say, and not gay? Is it Deku crying? Is it Bakugo being a bully bitch? Interesting. Is it Mineta being a pervert, trying to look under girls' skirts and peek through keyholes and doors, trying to see, some girls naked? Well, if it's any of these things, then I'm here to tell you none of that matters, because when I think of My Hero Academia, I think of a pretty cool and just lighthearted, but also dark, shonen new gen anime that I really love and have grown to love a lot. And in this video, I'm going to talk about a lot of the redeeming qualities of it and how it ultimately redeems itself, as an anime. Now, when I say that it redeemed itself, I say this because I feel like during the start of My Hero Academia, a lot of other different anime, similarly, it started off kind of a little bit slow, but that it was like the introduction of the anime, and I feel like with the introduction, it needed time to establish itself. It needed time to, introduce the characters, the whole plot, the premise of Deku going from zero to hero, quite literally, bro. Like, he's the embodiment of that phrase, bro. That nigga was nothing, bro. He had to eat hair to get some muscles, bro. Some muscles, you know what I'm saying, bro? I'm not trying to make fun of him for that or anything like that, but it's cool just seeing the different journey that he goes through and a lot of other different characters as they go through high school. They are faced with a lot of difficulties and they overcome those difficulties with each other, and yeah, I'm going to go deeper into that, okay? When I say that it started off slow, I mean I feel like a lot of the slice of life moments that happened in My Hero Academia, like the points that they were placed in, they didn't really take away from it, because I felt like it was a balance of like slice of life moments mixed in with the actual plot, the actual lore of the anime and the actual hype moments, the fights. I feel like it's a good like combination of the two, and while I felt at first when I first watched it, the slice of life moments took away from the anime, because it's like, bro, okay, these niggas will literally be shopping or something like that. They go on a camping trip, right? Oh, Deku, you want to make you some s'mores? Says, what's her name, Ochako? Hey, Deku, oh, why you eating s'mores? You fat fuck, you crybaby bitch. Says, Bakugo, they're eating s'mores. Next thing you know, oh, Nigaraki comes through with his big black. Shigaraki comes through with the hand of destruction. He's gonna reach out and touch you and turn you into fucking an ashtray, you know what I'm saying? Like, looking back on it, because when I had these thoughts when I was younger, but I've grown now, and I can't really say that, the slice of life moments take away completely from the plot of it, because that's what My Hero is. It's a wholesome anime, but there's also dark moments in it, and I talk more about this in my video, The Art of Dark Subtlety, because there are a lot of wholesome moments in My Hero, and like I said, at the same time, there are also a lot of dark and violent moments as well. So I like that nice combination of the two. And I'm also going to give y'all a recap of a lot of the seasons if you don't remember, because I damn sure didn't remember any of these shits, bro. Bro, it was 2016 when it first came out. It's 2024, So yeah, season 1 was kind of like the intro where they did the training, and that was the first time that we saw Nomu's, and All Might, he beat the Nomu, right? Going into season 2, that was like the sports festival type of thing. You remember Todoroki, he did like the ice thing. He fought Deku. We got a little bit of exposition about him. And that's also when the characters, the students, they started their internships, and we saw the introduction of Stain. Season 3, that's when we got like Deku versus Muscular. That's when I said before, like how, I'm saying the niggas was eating s'mores in the mountains, bro. They went camping. That's when Deku saw Muscular. One of my favorite moments in all of My Hero. I can't lie, it was peak. And we also got All for One versus One for All during season 3. And it was also like the start of the license exams for them. And we also saw Deku versus Bakugo, one of the more emotional fights in the anime. And I also love that moment as well, because I feel like it was a turning point for Deku and Bakugo's relationship. Season 4, that's when we have Chizaki, the nigga with the bird mask. That's when we also got the rescue area mission, I'm gonna call it that. And we saw like the school festival as well. And we also had Endeavor versus Nomu. That was a peak moment, I can't lie. Endeavor, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Heat man, yeah, that's you. You did your thing, bro. I can't cap, you did your thing. Season 5, that's when we had class 1A versus 1B. That's when who was it? It was Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki. They did their training with Endeavor. We also got some great exposition for Todoroki and Shigaraki's characters as well. Season 6, War Arc, bro. You already know about the War Arc. That's what everybody talks about. You already know what it's about. We got the Tartarus jailbreak. We got the introduction of Lady Nagant, Vigilante Deku, that nigga, by the way, if you didn't know. and Stain, you know, he returns. So yeah, and throughout all of these different moments and seasons, bro, I just want to say, just like the characterization of a lot of the different characters, before I actually did research and thought about it, you know, at first I thought like, oh, the characterization of My Hero is just not that good, because I felt like a lot of the different main characters, like quote unquote main characters, weren't really main. Like they felt more secondary to the plot, you know. And it took some time for me to actually realize that a lot of these different side characters that were, I guess, main characters. And when I say main characters, I'm talking about Class 1A, really. You know, what's his Sugar Man? Him. I don't know that nigga's name, bro. He's not that important to me. I feel like I'm sorry, and I don't mean to be mean, but it is what it is. Coda, I think that's the dude that could talk to animals. Who else? Cero, that's Tape Man, Spider-Man Jr. You know what I'm saying? He's chill. He's cool. A lot of different characters, though, I feel like they're not forgettable, but I feel like a lot of the quote-unquote main characters from 1A are just there to support a lot of the actual main characters of 1A, you know, like Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, Ida, and a few others, you know, a handful of others. But I don't consider that to be a bad thing, you know. And I feel like when I was doing research and jotting down notes about this video and this idea, it made me think of like the amazing world of Gumball in a sense, because we see a lot of different characters in Gumball. You know, we got Penny, we got Tina, the T-Rex, you know what I'm saying? We have, what the fuck is the flying eyeball? I don't know why that nigga is there, but him, Carrie, the paper bear girl, you know, the anime girl, the ice cream, Sarah, that's her name. Each of these different characters may have like certain episodes dedicated to them, you know, but ultimately it's all about Gumball and Darwin and how they help those characters and how those characters help them as well. And I feel like it's the same thing with My Hero, you know. I feel like it was season 4, I believe, or season 3 that we got, you know, good exposition about Kirishima, and I like that. You know, I love that. We got to look into Red Riot's life, you know, his thoughts, his ideas about being a hero, and how he overcame himself and ultimately grew into a better, stronger person and hero because of these, you know, the things that he was put through. And I really love that a lot, and I wish we got that from more characters. But like I said, bro, the thing with My Hero and 1A and the students, bro, they know how to play their parts, and that's the most important thing, bro. They understand that everyone and every hero has a role. You know, not every hero can be the main character like Deku, like Bakugo, and that's okay. You know, that's fine. And I've come to learn and understand that as well. You know, there's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with helping somebody become the best them they could be, while you also become the best you can be in your own way. It's like each of the different characters have their own small shine here and there, but they ultimately know their role, like I said, to sum that up. One thing I also love about My Hero is the idea of Stain. Like, his character is just amazing, bro. Like, I really love it so much. And I knew that they weren't just gonna get rid of him, bro. I feel like it was I was about to say a spoiler. I'm so, we're not gonna do that today. Stain's idea, his whole thing was like, you know, heroes should be morally just, not for the wrong reasons, for all the right reasons, you know. They shouldn't become heroes just for money, fame, clout, girls, anything like that. They should be heroes just to save people. And I love that ideology so much, and he took it upon himself to carry out his own, you know, morals and ideas, and I can respect that a lot. You know, Stain was only doing, he was practicing what he preached, bro. You know, if it meant killing heroes that were fucking becoming heroes just for fuck's sake, just so they could get rich, and just so they could go to Noble, just so they could go to the Gucci store. And I love Stain because he saw that All Might was like the perfect hero, you know. And similarly, you know, he saw that Deku was the perfect successor to All Might, and that Deku embodied a lot of the different elements of what it meant to be the perfect hero, like All Might, you know. And with Stain's character, I also felt like it kind of reminded me of like Light Yagami in a sense, because I don't know, I feel like while Light Yagami was kind of like ridding the world of evil, Stain in his like own way, he was ridding the world of people that were quote unquote good guys, you know. And it was like a cool contrast between those two that I felt and that I noticed. I don't know, let me know how y'all feel about that as well, you know. But I love Stain's character, and I love how Stain also came back. And I also love how the war arc in My Hero, it really raises the stakes to a new level, and it presents like an in-game type of element. And when I say in-game, bro, Shigaraki, bro, he turned that bitch into Gotham City, and Deku was Batman or Robin, one of those two, I don't know. At that moment, bro, it was like, it felt like anybody could go in My Hero Academia, bro. And that's what I love so much. Like, it wasn't predictable. It wasn't, ooh, Deku's gonna save everybody lives. Nope, nigga's gonna die. You know what I'm saying? And I like that a lot, bro. Well, not that people die, but that it wasn't just like, oh, you know, you didn't feel comfort in knowing that everybody was going to be safe because anybody could go, you know. And that's a great thing that the war arc kind of introduced, and it showed that My Hero is not afraid to kill off characters. And we saw this even earlier than season 6, but you know, in season 6, that's when shit really got real, bro. That's when stuff really started kicking up. And one of the most important things that I have to talk about in this video also is that I love how the movies are canon, and like with the movies being canon, they also fit into certain like arcs and certain time points of the anime, like the actual anime, because it was canon, you know. And I can't really, well, I can, but I'm not going to go into detail about that. When I was researching it, they had like the certain moments that the movies fit into the certain points of the anime. And I thought that was so cool because not a lot of anime movies, I feel like, are canon. I might be wrong on that, you know, but I feel like a lot of anime movies, they don't really fit into certain timelines of the canon anime, like the canon manga, or just canon events in general, you know. Just a lot of anime movies that come from anime shows are just filler, you know, and that's the whole opposite with My Hero. That's why I feel like it's very unique in that aspect. And with the movies being canon, they also foreshadowed a lot of important details in the anime. And like I said before, how they fit into the story is just a great element. And I'm not sure if it was confirmed or not that the movies fit, you know, into certain aspects or just certain timelines of the anime. There were a lot of different theories and things that backed up the ideas that, you know, each of the different movies could certainly fit into this point of the My Hero anime or that point of the My Hero anime. So I think it's real cool. Like, that's just really stand out, you know. I also like the branding behind My Hero because the whole idea of Plus Ultra, that's like so marketable, I feel like, you know. And I'm not trying to be on my capitalist senpai type, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be that on that shit, bro. But like, you could do a lot with that, bro, with Plus Ultra, My Hero Academia, because this is like school, you know, high school, not adulthood, adolescence, preteen, teen, you know, like it fits a lot of those different categories very well. And I feel like it presents like a nostalgic type of feel, you know, as well, because people remember, oh, I was in high school and I watched My Hero. Deku was in high school too. Deku was discovering himself when he was in high school. I was discovering myself as well, you know. It's really relatable in that aspect. And I also love the lore as well. I feel like Horikoshi really ties the lore into My Hero very well together, you know, with a lot of the different characters, a lot of the different moments, and it just fits so beautifully together. The story is just like, it's not really that special or unique of a story, but it's its own. And you know, My Hero Academia from My Hero Academia, you know. So I love that so much about the show. I'm very eager and excited for the new season and the movie of My Hero to come out. I can't wait, bro. I'm so excited. Like, it's in game, bro. Like I said before, it's in game, and I don't know how they're gonna wrap it up. But I hope it's not on no power of friendship type bullshit, bro. Cause like, no, if a nigga needs to die, kill him, bro. Horikoshi, you shown that you can do that before. What's different now? You know, if somebody needs to die, off him, bro. That's that. Let me know how you feel about some of the things that I've said in this video. And yeah, I'm gonna go. Bye. I love you and peace.